everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Wednesday. So, I have to tell you, I'm doing a reading today because I really felt like there is some challenging energy happening. Sorry, I'm moving this. There's, I've kind of felt in the collective, I barely slept last night, and I've felt that in the collective, that there is a struggle happening, and sure enough it has shown up in the cards. And so I wanted to do a like down and dirty reading, so no blessings, no themes, we're not doing any of that. I just really wanted to come in, and I because I feel like a lot of you are sitting there, feminines, masculines, whomever, whatever energy you are resonating with, but I feel like the feminine energy is feeling like there is something happening in the background, maybe that there are some secrets, and it's creating a lot of stress. And, she's been doing such an awesome job in the Empress energy. And she's sure enough come out as the Empress, but as many other queens as well. But she's getting a little caught up. And, Mercury retrograde has started today. And look, Mercury retrograde gets a bad rap, okay? Let me tell you that Mercury retrograde is to be embraced, because why is it here? It is here so that you can finally learn the lesson. Lessons repeat itself, okay? Tests repeat itself so that you can finally learn and heal this time, okay? And so embrace Mercury retrograde in that if something is recurring in your connection or in your life, that it is because the last time this happened, you did not heal it completely or address it or learn the lesson completely. So remember, lessons continue to repeat until you learn the lesson. And so embrace Mercury retrograde and learn the lesson this time, okay? The lesson this time is about, for the feminines, how to handle stress and how to handle the place of not quite being in the know, okay? That you maybe don't know what's happening with your masculine. So instead of spinning out and creating illusions, handle that in a different manner, okay? So instead of lashing out, or instead of ghosting, instead of whatever low vibration you would usually engage in, change that. Change that to look at how the Empress would handle the situation. Okay? The masculine is in an energy of just like, I want this contract, but he's in a little bit of a victimization. He's in a lot of physical, financial, some sort of pain, which is creating a lot of indecision and stagnancy in the connection. And that is what is flipping out our feminine, that like she's done with the same old, same old. But he's going through some high vibration energies here. He's enlightening, he's awakening, he's going within, he's using his intuition, he's, using his hermit's energy to really get to a place of some sort of stability for himself. But his feminine is a lot of different things to him right now. She's the Queen of Cups to him. She is the Queen of Swords to him. She is the Queen of Pentacles to him. And so what I did today was, in this kind of like down and dirty check-in, is I have the head space for the masculine and feminine, the heart space, what is happening in the environment. And then I said, listen, what does the masculine ultimately want from the feminine? And what does the feminine ultimately want with the masculine? And then I pulled guidance cards for both the connection and for each the masculine and feminine energies. So the bottom of the deck for our divine feminine today is the Hanged Man with the Five of Wands as the clarifiers. So she is having a lot of conflict, inner conflict and outer conflict in her self and within her connection, and she's struggling in this suspension mode that this connection is in right now. She knows that, this is about enlightenment, that she knows the Hanged Man comes in when it's time to release things that don't serve us. And right now, I feel like the release has to be of knowing. The release has to be of this inner conflict. And so this is what she's dealing with today, all right? So our masculine is in the energy of the Five of Pentacles and the Strength card. The Five of Pentacles energy is like, look at all the coins are around. They're not in his hand. They are not in his hand to give. He doesn't have a pentacle to give at this time. So it leaves our feminine feeling rejected, but our masculine is feeling like he's got some self-esteem issues, some worth issues, and this could again have to be with physical issues, health issues, financial issues, things that are going on in his world that are making him feel like he doesn't have a coin to give. And so he's truly working on his strength, his inner personal strength at this time. So that is what's going on with our masculine, okay? So let's go ahead and get started, but before I do, I think this is a really good time to remind all of you that I am holding 2 workshops on November 10th. Different times, but both on November 10th. The first is how to let go of your twin, okay? How to let go of needs, desires, fears, wants, and to live a life, quote unquote, live a life where you are not just existing, but you are moving forward, okay? This is also a workshop. It's 75 minutes. I'm keeping it very small because I like to have it like a classroom where we're all looking at each other, seeing each other, and interacting with each other. And there has been great benefit to people hearing each other's stories and relating, and just the energy in the room in these workshops is so healing, so helpful, and so magnetic. The second workshop that I'm doing is about understanding this journey. Many of you are new to this journey. And if I can help you understand it so that you can navigate successfully through it, then I'm happy to. And that is another workshop that is on November 10th. And that is specifically going to talk about what is the masculine's journey like? What is it about? How does he come in and out, in and out? Why does he come in and out of the connection? We'll talk about the feminine's energy, her need to perhaps sometimes chase or run, and what the energy of balance is, about how to do the dance with the masculine in this connection, what separation is like, and then how do we move forward into union. So those are the 2 workshops available on my website, queenoflight1111.com. And if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com as well to book your own personal reading. Finally, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so, because I do share a lot of channeled messages there. I do some readings there, and I do share a lot of messages around empowerment and help and support for this community. So let's go ahead and get started in the headspace of our masculine, understanding that he is in the energy of lack of self-esteem, trying to gain his inner strength, okay? He's in that energy at this time. No third parties used my pendulum on every single queen that came up, and there are none, okay? The pendulum has confirmed there are none. So when our divine masculine is thinking of our divine feminine, his first card is 9 of Cups. He's thinking about his wishes. He's thinking about his happiness. Look at this guy. He's got a cup in his hand, like the Ace of Cups in his hand, and he's thinking about how happy he is to move towards his wishes. And I said, what is this happiness about? When he thinks about this wish, what is he thinking? He's going within to think about it. He's taken a standstill approach towards his wishes at this time. So his wishes are at a standstill. He wants to be happy. He's going within to try to see how he can be happy. But when he thinks about his feminine, he is not moving towards her at this time, because he's going within to assess his wishes, to look at his wishes. The next thing he's thinking about, not only his wishes, but this commitment, this contract, his traditional beliefs that he's a traditional man or woman, however, whoever's identifying. This is not gender-based, but I'm reading for the masculine, that he wants this contract, with her. And so that is part of his wish. But what about that contract? 3 of Swords. He's heartbroken. He feels like it's over, because he cannot figure out how to move out of this 2 of Swords energy. And I said, what is this 3 of Swords? What is he heartbroken over? And we got the Druid, which is the Hierophant again. And so in this energy, he's telling us in his headspace that he's thinking about how he feels very stuck, in his headspace, and how he cannot seem to manifest this contract with his Queen of Cups, which is his feminine, okay? And because she is in this energy of being in her heart space, she is in this energy of trying to love him and nurture him and be understanding and compassionate. And I said, okay, so the wish and the contract is with the Queen of Cups. That's what he's thinking about. What about it? What about the Queen of Cups? Four Swords. That he's had to take a step back and retreat from her to heal pain, heal addictions, heal loss. Okay, I said, what is he healing? Six of Pentacles. Remember, bottom of his deck is he doesn't have a coin to give. And he has had to retreat from her because he doesn't know how he can be reciprocal in her energy, in her love, in her compassion. And so he's taken a step back, and it makes him sad. Five of Cups. He's thinking about the past. He's thinking about the cups that have fallen, and he's thinking about how he again cannot manifest this energy. I said, what about the Five of Cups? Three of Cups. He doesn't know. He feels like, remember, Three of Swords, he's heartbroken that it's over. He feels like this potential for reunion with her is over. I said, what about the Three of Cups? I wanted to make sure it's not a third party. Queen of Cups. And in the headspace, our Empress, our feminine, comes out as the Queen of Cups. So he wants this union, but he is not strong enough to manifest it at this time. For your purposes, I'm going to go ahead and use my pendulum and ask the pendulum to connect with this energy. Hopefully you guys can see it. Spirit guides and angels, please confirm that this Queen of Cups is our divine feminine. See, when it goes forward and back, that is yes. Please confirm that this is not a third party energy. And it's going now side to side, left to right. That is how it answers no. So this is not a third party energy. So let's go into our divine feminine's headspace. Okay, I already knew it, but I did it for the purposes of all of you, that there's no third party energy. And I've clarified every queen here. And so I'm not going to do this again. I'm just telling you so you can see it. So when our feminine thinks about her masculine, okay, Ace of Cups. Remember, he had the Nine of Cups. So in tarot, typically, a lot of readers say the Ace of Pentacles is the masculine giving the feminine, who is in the Nine of Pentacles energy, the offer. That feminine is the Ace of Cups, and the masculine is the Nine of Cups, receiving the love. Okay, so hopefully you understand that. Nine of Pentacles energy, divine feminine. The Ace comes from the masculine, the Ace of Pentacles. In the Cups energy, the Nine of Cups is the masculine, and the Ace, the love, comes from the feminine. So I think it's very interesting here that we have the Ace of Cups, and that is why our feminine comes out as the Queen of Cups. She's offering her compassion. She's offering her loyalty. She's offering her love, okay? And when she thinks about him, she's loving him. She's trying to love him, whether it's energetically, through her words, through actions, whatever it is, she's trying to love him. I said, what is this love about? And we got Ace of Cups again, and I stopped. This is this divine love. This is this divine love that she has been offering to her masculine, and that's why his first card out is the Nine of Cups. So then we go into Empress. She is very much in her energy. She's very much in her power. She stands tall and proud and loving and wise as the Empress. And I said, what about the Empress? Ace of Swords. She's standing in her truth that she is the Empress in her headspace. But what else in her headspace? Nine of Swords. So she's standing in her truth. She's standing in her love, but she has stress. What is the stress? Nine of Swords. The Moon card clarifies that things are hidden, that there's secrets. She feels like because he's not reciprocating, she feels like because he's not coming forward, because it feels like he has retreated, that there's something hidden from her in the background. What is hidden, I asked? Queen of Cups. And so here, what I'm getting is that this reciprocal energy of him showing that he is in this Queen of Cups, that, that he is also in his heart space. He's not matching her in her emotion, in her compassion. His emotions are hidden. Okay? And remember, it's not the third party. What's hidden from her is she's in her compassion, in her love. What's hidden is what's happening in the background. And so I said, okay, this stress, what else about the stress? The Lover's card. So this is about divine connections, divine partnerships. It's also about choices. What about the Lovers? Nine of Swords. She's stressed. She does feel like there may be a third party. She does feel like there's something happening in the background. And then we get into the Five of Cups, which is a match to his energy, that she is also sad that he is not coming forward. I want to clarify this Queen of Cups on the feminine side because I didn't do that last time. So let's see if our feminine believes that this Queen of Cups is a third party. Is this Queen of Cups a third party energy in the connection of the masculine and the feminine? No. I hope you guys can see it. It's left to right. Confirm, please, that this Queen of Cups is the divine feminine. Up and down. Okay. It is. It is the divine feminine. Our fears, the feminine's fears, are making her create an illusion that he is offering his cup everywhere. He's offering his Ace of Pentacles somewhere else. Remember, he's telling you, I don't have a coin to give. I don't have a coin to give. I don't have a cup to give. You've got the cup. Okay? In his heart space, when he feels for his feminine, Eight of Cups. He's walking away at this time. He's walking away from the things that don't serve him, the things that make him unhappy. He's walking away from things in his heart space that do not serve him. I said, what is he walking away from? Okay? Intuition, High Priestess. He's walking away from this from his intuition right now because he's too much in his headspace, okay? And what else is he walking away from? Nine of Cups, his wishes. So because he's in this energy of lack of self-esteem, he's not using his inner intuition, his inner knowingness, and it is keeping him stuck from achieving his wishes. What else is in his heart space? King of Wands. He's wanting to take action. And it's clarified by the Emperor, which is a match to the Empress. He's wanting to take action. In his heart, he wants to take action, but he is guarded. He is defensive. He is suspended. Hanged Man, this connection at this time. He has. Why? Why has he done that? Because he's in a crossroads. Two of Wands. I said, what is at the crossroads? Ace of Cups. He can't take the cup from his feminine until he feels he can give something to her as well. Do you guys hear me? He cannot. He cannot take the cup from his feminine yet because he doesn't have anything in his opinion to give back to her at this time. So in the heart space for our feminine, we've got the Seven of Cups. She's in this world of fantasy and illusion, and she's creating illusions. She's creating misconceptions in her heart, okay? Which is why she's in this Queen of Cups energy. She falls into the shadow of the Queen of Cups, which is like she gets like overly motherly. She's like overly, trying to step in perhaps, okay? Because her stress is feeding her. And so she's creating this illusion. What is the illusion? Page of Cups. That he's giving his cup, his coins to other people. That's the illusion she's creating in her heart. Okay? Then we also have in her heart space that she too desires union, but she's getting super logical in her heart. Do you see how misaligned she is, Queen of Cups? This should be in her heart space. Queen of Swords should be in her head space. But she's trying to be very logical, Queen of Swords. She is. She's not wanting to be in her heart space at this time because her heart is creating an illusion. And she's going back into the past. And she's thinking about what he's done in the past. And that is what she is doing to predict his behavior now. So in her heart space, Eight of Pentacles, she's really working really hard to stay in her Empress energy because she wants to stay in her truth. What is the Eight of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles. Boy, is she working super hard. Eight of Pentacles to be clarified by Eight of Pentacles. This is the time. Remember, I did that reading. We're at the top of the mountain, almost at the peak. It's the hardest part. She's doing the hardest part of her work right now in her heart space to try to stay logical, to try to cut through the illusion. And in her heart, she's feeling very chained. Devil. This devil is the shadow to the lovers. She's seeing this connection in the shadow right now. And what is stuck? Four of Cups. They're stuck in this cycle where it's the same old stuff. Starts and stops, starts and stops, starts and stops. I love you, and then we go nowhere. I come back and we're talking, and then we stop again. She's like, in my heart, she's stuck in the cycle. She feels like they're stuck in this cycle of the same old, same old. And that's why in her heart space, she has this illusion that she's creating that maybe there's something hidden from her. So that's why I did this reading for you guys. What is hidden is he doesn't have a cup to give. He doesn't have a coin to give. He is very focused on himself and his personal power, but not in a selfish way because he's healing. So what's happening in his environment? Hermit. This further tells me he's not with anybody at this time. He's looking at himself. He's in the hermit's energy. He has stepped into his self-discovery around Seven of Swords, right? Around what he's done in the past and why Queen of Swords has come out again. Why Queen of Swords has come out. Queen of Swords is here in her heart. Okay, so maybe you guys have had some, communication with each other, and maybe the feminine had said something and it sent him back into the hermit's mode. Maybe she's like, hey, I'm done with the same old cycle. Masculine, I can't do this with you anymore. I love you, yes. I love you. You are a divine partner and a divine connection to me, but I cannot stay stuck. Monday's reading was about her moving forward. And so I feel like there has been either a communication or an energetic exchange where she's like, I'm thinking about what's happened in the past. I'm going back to that nostalgia and those memories. Illusions are being created. And so then her action is, I'm going to cut a cord. The action is, I'm going to send a message and I'm going to, be done with this. But the way to do this is do not go back and hit him with the Queen of Swords energy that you've done in the past, because that keeps you stuck in the cycle. If you must communicate energetically or otherwise, 3D or otherwise, do it from the place of the Empress who stands in her truth, who stands in her power, who stands in her integrity, and who says, I want to be there for you. But we are in a cycle that is not changing. And I've got to honor me and honor this connection. And I've got to move forward. I've got to move forward. Okay? Do it in a high vibration. Don't do it based on irrational illusion, logic. Do not be the shadow queen of the Queen of Swords. So in his environment, he is shut down. He's shut down. And so what is that about? Six of Pentacles. Remember, that is what he has retreated from. What's the Six of Pentacles about? Five of Pentacles. He feels lack. Again, it's duplicative. When it comes out like this, this is a very strong message. So hear me, please, when I'm telling you. In his environment, he's working on balance. He's working on reciprocity. But what about this? Right now, he doesn't feel like he has it. So what is he doing? He is retreating from his loving feminine because he doesn't have the coin to give her. He is the one to give the coin. He doesn't have the coin to give her. Further, in his environment, Ace of Wands. He wants this new beginning, though. He does. He does. And he wants to rush forward into it, Knight of Wands. But he knows the love is there. He knows her love is there. But there's been a lot of wounds. And I just feel like he wants to move forward in this journey with his feminine in a very solid and in a very stabilized way to be a man of integrity. What's happening in her heart space? Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. We already got the Six of Cups here with the Queen of Swords and the Three of Cups. In her environment, she's thinking about the past. And she's thinking about the time when he matched her in the Queen of Cups energy, This is also why I know that this is not third party. She's thinking about when he was loving and when he was there and when he took action and when they were working as a team. But now she's feeling this connection, this Four of Wands, this union is lost. Is lost. Three of Swords. She's heartbroken. And so furthermore, Three of Swords. She is sad over this union that in her mind, because she's in illusion, is lost. She's not able at this time, Princess of Wands, to inspire creativity in herself to get out of this illusion. I really hope this is helping you guys gain some clarity. So this last row here, I asked, what does this masculine want from this feminine? Well, he really wants to move forward. He wants to move forward into a balanced energy. He wants to balance out his shadow and his light. And what does he want to move towards? Two of Cups. He wants this union with this feminine. He wants to act in his truth and in his integrity and rebuild this tower with her. He wants this union, Three of Cups, with his divine feminine, the Queen of Pentacles, and move into his destiny. Remember, this is his destiny. He said that to us on Monday. And he wants to transition out of the Five of Swords energy, wants to get into the Six of Swords energy, move out of the rough patch and come forward with his truth. That's what he wants. He wants this union. He wants to rebuild. He wants this destined connection. And he wants to speak his truth. What does she want? She wants peace, happiness, success. She wants movement. She wants movement forward. She's done with the words. She wants movement forward. She wants a strong connection, strength card, that is healed, temperance. Okay? She wants a new beginning that is enlightened, that is no longer suspended. And she wants balance. And that's Six of Swords. She wants to move towards a balanced connection. So now let's find out what's happening in the connective energy. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Again, things happening in the background. Wisdom, intuition, clarifiers, Ace of Wands. There's a lot happening in the background. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. And so what do we have here? First card out, King of Swords. So in this connection, he too is trying to match her Queen of Swords energy and stay logical, stay rational through his lack. Five of Pentacles. He's trying to stay rational, logical through this time where he doesn't feel like enough. There's wounds in this connection, Nine of Wands, and he got that Nine of Wands with the Ace of Cups. There are wounds, but you know what? They're not giving up on their emotional bliss, this Ten of Cups. They're not giving up on it. There is this Seven of Swords energy, this self-sabotage, this of the past. Do you see how she's looking back at the Two Swords where it was stagnant? This is looking back at the past. This is that sabotage, this deceit, this manipulative energy. And I said, what is that about? Queen of Swords. Remember, Seven of Swords already came out with the Queen of Swords here. And so I said, well, this was the lesson, Queen of Swords. So I said, what is this Queen of Swords about? That's the imbalance, Two of Pentacles. This is also the juggling that he's done and this illusion that is being created in her head space, in her heart space, that he's giving out his coin to other people. There's an imbalance, but that imbalance, I got another card on Justice, will be made right. Things will be made right. And what happens? He comes forward with the coin, Ace of Coins. What about the Ace of Coins? To manifest it into the Ten of Pentacles, this long-term legacy. But we're waiting, Three of Wands, to manifest now the end of this painful cycle that we're in. This is a painful cycle right now. Okay, we're waiting to manifest the end of this painful cycle. And what's happening? We're really trying to hold on. We're trying to hold on in this roller coaster. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I just feel like she's trying to hold on. The feminine's trying to hold on as best as she can. Four of Wands, to the union, to stability. And I want to do this for the purposes of you guys here before we end this reading. Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Justice, clarifying the Seven of Swords. Spirit guides and angels, is this Queen of Swords a third party energy in the connection? No. Is this Queen of Swords our divine feminine? See how quickly it went to yes. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Is this Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands that clarifies the Four of Coins? Is that Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, our divine feminine? See right away. Yes. Is this Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Wands clarifying the Four of Coins? Is that a third party? No. Okay, you heard it here, you saw it here. What's the advice? What's the advice for the divine feminine today in this energy? The advice is admit, oh no, I'm sorry, this is the masculine. The advice is forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered at peace. This is her, that she had whatever she's communicated, whatever energy she's sent, that she's got to release now this illusion, this pain, this toxic energy, this fear. She's got to release it. She's got to release it. She needs to get centered and stay in peace during this time. What is our masculine's guidance while he's feeling this lack? Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Well, doesn't that make sense? He is in the strength's energy through the self-esteem issue. He needs to admit the truth to himself. He needs to get back into his heart space so that he can be lovingly honest about where he is in his life right now and what is happening in his life to eliminate these illusions for our feminine. What is the advice for the connection? Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. This is why the High Priestess is in the bottom of the deck for the connection. Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help with my twin flame connection. Go within at this time. Go within at this time and really get grounded. He needs to do it. She needs to do it. And start to accept that where you both are is a blessing for progress and movement forward. We have a lot of aces on the table, a lot of healing happening. And so just try to get to the point where when this connection repeats a pattern of the past, that you act differently this time. Learn the lesson. Be different this time. Be the Empress, be the Emperor. Okay? Stand in your highest vibration. If you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.